Ultron is finally here for Marvel Rivals, so here are 10 tips that can help you understand and also play him better. Your auto attack is a continuous beam that does damage and at the end has a sudden burst. As a flyer, it might be tough to hit the whole attack, especially in an open area or while being focused, so what you can do is try to charge it before showing and trying to hit the target with the burst in the end. Hide behind cover like as a duelist flyer would do, start attacking the terrain and then try to snipe someone with the most damaging part of your auto. Even though Ultron does have some damage fall off, his range of attack is still massive, which is an advantage. Not a trick you will be using all of the time, but it's good to know because you might catch people by surprise that way. Tip number 2, use his ultimate primarily for healing, especially if you are in a 2 strategist comp. I have come across the clip of Ultron not being able to kill Groot with his ultimate a few times, and have seen people complain about it, which I find pretty odd. Ultron is a strategist. Can he do damage and is a duelist strategist hybrid? Yes, but why on earth should he be able to 100-0 a Groot with his ultimate? First of all, the ult is AoE, does healing and damage combined, and ideally should be used in scenarios where there is a team fight and you can heal and also damage multiple targets. Other scenarios where the ult would be very helpful is to help a diving frontliner like Captain America or the Thing while also damaging the opposing backline, because that damage will be far more impactful than solo ulting a tank. You can also heal your own backline, protecting them from a dive while also damaging the diver, or simply enough healing your vanguards so they are able to absorb more damage in the front lines. If you of course have the chance to take out multiple low health targets, ulting primarily for that can be fine, and then you can heal your team as a bonus after, but will probably be more situational. Tip number 3, try using your ultimate with high ground advantage. You are a flyer, so taking advantage of that will help avoid possible ultimate interruptions from characters like Emma Frost or Mantis, and on top of that, being higher up will help you use your ultimate's AoE better because you can identify targets more clearly. Of course, you have the potential to just get focused in the air, but identifying better ultimate activation spots or windows will come with experience as well. And don't forget, you can use dynamic flight during your ultimate, Ultron's dash and speed boost, in order to either reposition or even perhaps survive an attack. You can do the same while you are in your shield abilities animation, if you need to, and having your dynamic flight ability available before using ultimate is the best way to make your ultimate use from high in the air safer. Unlike your dynamic flight ability, which you want to use more sparingly, do not keep your shield ability for the right moment to arrive, and especially do not sit on the ability to activate only if someone is low on health. It is a shield, so use it as much as you can for your teammates to be able to absorb more overall damage. Tip number 6. Try to always have your healing drones active. The ability has no cooldown, so make sure to provide as much passive healing as possible to your team. Place your drones on your fighting front line or even backline if necessary, and in big team fights you can even try to attach to an ally positioned where your drone field can heal multiple people. You cannot attach a drone to yourself, but if you get in the healing range of it, you can also receive the healing. So sometimes consider playing closer to the ground and your teammates. Worthy to note that the healing for the attached character is a bit higher than for the ones just in range. Make sure to keep line of sight. If you die, or if you lose line of sight, your passive healing will deactivate, so make sure to position with your drones in mind and even try to damage alongside your teammates if possible. The ability has an indicator with the attached character's portrait, and if the outline of said portrait is white, you're good. If it's blinking yellow, your drone is about to deactivate, and when it turns red, it deactivates. Tip number 8. pressure flyers, and even backline if possible. Thanks to the very long range of your auto attack, combined with the burst damage and the fact that it doesn't heal your teammates, you will have the ability to poke a lot. Make the enemies uncomfortable, make them have less HP for the upcoming fight, force them to reposition, or even kill them. Targeting squeezy characters like flyers or healers should be your main priority, but if you have no other options, attacking vanguards will be fine as well. Since you are a flyer yourself, it will be easier to notice flyers, so other than poking them, also make sure to ping their position to your teammates. This will be especially helpful in lower elo, where players have worse in-game sense and awareness. Tip number 9. Make sure to abuse the Iron Man team-up. Iron Man is one of the most popular heroes in Marvel Rivals, and that can work to your advantage as an Ultron player because of the new team-up between them. Iron Man benefits by having extra damage as the anchor, but Ultron gains a new beam ability which can pierce and still damage enemies, but it can also heal allies. With the team-up ability, your playstyle will also change a bit only when the ability is available, because you want to focus on healing your teammates more. Don't randomly spam it, just for the damage of course. Primarily do it for healing. If you can pierce for some damage, that's also fine. And on top of that, playing with another flyer in Iron Man will also direct some focus away from you as a flyer, and that can be another very beneficial factor of the team up, so if you can have it, that is definitely a bonus, and also makes Ultron better in two strategist comps as well. And finally, for tip number 10, consider banning your bad matchups. Characters like Iron Fist or Spider-Man both can be a nightmare to go against, and even characters like the newly buffed Hela, Hawkeye and Panzer. These are all bans you can consider if you are gold or above, and if it benefits your team as well. What you can do against the long range characters is use the environment to your advantage, so don't just fly around in an open area all of the time, take cover behind terrain, and even try to play closer to the ground with your team and around your healing area. Versus the divers, things can be more complicated to counter on your own, since they can chase you much easier, even if you use dynamic flight or your ultimate. And if the enemy team has quite a few annoying divers, you might even need to adjust your team composition either to a 3 strategist one or with having anti-dive help. For example, playing with an Namor and closer to his squids, or lower to the ground with an Emma Frost or even a Magneto by your side. And these are my 10 day 1 tips and tricks for you to get better with Ultron in Marvel Rivals. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, I would really appreciate it, and subscribe for more Marvel Rivals content. Thank you so much for watching, and see ya!